What's up, sarsaparilla? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. So, movie night just ended. Movie night just ended, guys. And let me tell you something. Like, I don't know what to make of movie night. I was laughing my head off so much because I'm like, what is this confusion? What is this madness going on in front of my eyes, right? Because these boys, they really ain't ish, you know. I'm not even joking. These boys really ain't ish. Let me start with Will because I feel like Will really rubbed me up in all the wrong ways. Like, I'm not even gonna joke. Will, I honestly wanted to do you know what I'm saying? I really did. For me personally, the disrespect, oh my god, the level of disrespect that Will displayed for Uma is just, for me, unacceptable. This boy literally, she said to him, you did all those things. Like, yeah, because I wanted to. What? Do you know what I'm saying? He's literally like, oh my god, I can't even. He mugged her off. Will completely mugged off Uma. And I don't know if she's going to, I don't know. Do you know what it is? I feel like Uma naturally isn't the person to put up with that kind of bull. But I feel like being in Love Island is going to let her move past it with him. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, he's going to say sorry and she's going to be like, okay, da da da. She keeps saying, like, before movie night, she said, you know what? His actions made me look at him different. But now after movie night, just the way that he behaved, there was no remorse. There was no, I'm sorry, there was no nothing. I said to you, literally, Will is a narcissist. Okay, the way this man tried to downplay, switch it up, and literally was so rude to Uma is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like, how do you, I don't know how Uma is feeling with the situation, but I can only imagine it's very distressing and embarrassing, as she said, but I don't know if I could. Let me tell you something. I can't. After somebody's disrespected me and the way he did it so openly with the other boys, after somebody's disrespected me, for me, there's no going back. Because one thing I always say, if there's no respect, baby, there ain't no relationship, okay? So at the end of the day, the way that he behaved, nah, I was angry watching it. I was angry. And the thing is, he knows he messed up. And at the end of the day, all you needed to say was, you know what? I'm sorry, it happened. I can't take it back. I apologize. Or just shut your mouth. Simple. Shut your big old dirty stinking mouth and don't say nothing. How about that? How about that? Do you know what I'm saying? He's just there chatting, being disrespectful. Man, shut up. Oh my God. Listen, I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off. And what's pissing me off even more is that Uma's going to end up right back with him. Why? Because it's end days. It's the last 3 weeks I think we have left. And obviously there's nobody there with the love interest for her right now. Apart from Blade. I don't think she will because Grace and all that. But my thing is just, I'd rather her just be single. Like, honestly, I'd rather her just be single. If that was me, I'd have been single and no disrespect because she's seen the clips. And I'm so glad that she saw the clip with Jessie. The way I was glad that she saw the clip with Jessie, because at the end of the day, now she can see that Blade wasn't lying. Now she can see, you know what I'm saying, with her own eyes, that this man he has some other motive. Because at the end of the day, every opportunity that came up, he obviously just kept saying, oh, Uma's not my normal type. Uma's not my normal type. And guys, don't get me wrong. I know you can like somebody that's not your normal type because I don't have a type. If you look at all my exes, they all look so different from each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a type. I just like funny. That's all. I like funny. That's all I like. You know what I'm saying? So, well, funny and a lot more other stuff. But anywho, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I know you can fall for somebody that's not your type. But the fact that every single time somebody comes in, his mind, his eyes, his attention, everything goes straight there. And he's letting that person know, Uma is not my normal type. Says it all for me. And I really hope that Uma just takes it all in and just let him do his own thing. Listen, if that means that you have to wait for another bombshell to come into the villa, if that means that you have to end up being single, then so let it be. Because this boy doesn't mean you any good, Umar. Any boy that can disrespect you like that, and I say boy because a real man ain't gonna do that kind of shit. If a boy can disrespect you like that, that boy is not for you. Okay, baby? That's not for you. I hate that the Love Island Villa make people feel like they have to stick to certain kind of level of disrespect because they want to like stay within a couple because they don't want to be lonely, all that kind of bullshit. I'm sick and tired of it. You deserve so much better, honey. That boy needs to go by himself because right now, Jesus, I'm telling you, this boy pissed me off. Okay, let's go move on to the other person that's pissing me off. Let me switch it up a little bit. Nicole pissing me off. Nicole is pissing me off. And let me tell you something. The Love Island producers did not do Ciaran any justice. They didn't. The way that they played the video made it look like Ciaran was actually lying or Ciaran was actually open to know the girls. I didn't like that. I feel like they know what this is going to cause. They know the drama. They know that Nicole is cuckoo. You know what I mean? They already know that Nicole's already flown over the cuckoo's nest. You know what I'm saying? So they know playing this. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, even if Ciaran was not on any of those videos, Nicole would have been arguing, thinking, why are you not on any of the videos? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would have just been non-stop. And I feel like they set him up. The whole Ellie thing, she's acting like, oh, like a massive discovery. See, I told you. No, honey, it's not even like that. The rest of the conversation that they were having, Ciaran said, when she said, we've met up, and Ciaran said, did we? I don't remember. I've seen you in the club. Oh, did we? I don't remember. They didn't play that. I felt like that was a setup for Ciaran. But anywho, even the ones that they showed, I don't think there's a big deal with him. Even though I know that I feel like it's more of a setup, I don't think it was a massive deal. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And what's her name is complaining, Nicole, about how you're saying that I'm walking on eggshells. You feel like you're walking on eggshells. Listen, the man is walking on eggshells. Do you know what I'm saying? He is walking on eggshells around you. And she's having a go at him when she's been doing the same thing with the girls. She called him childish. She knows that's one of his biggest things. He hates when people try to say he acts like a child or he's immature. She knows this. Nicole knows this. And she said it in front of the girls. But yet still she tried to downplay those things and try to switch it up on Ciaran. That is just not fair. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm over it. I'm so over it. And even when him and Nicole is sat down at the fire pit having a conversation, and he's like, you know what, do I not make you feel happy? If I make you feel like shit, what are you doing with me? Oh, because sometimes, you know, because I do care about you, and you know, don't always make me feel like shit. It's only when those things happen, you make me feel like shit. And the fact that she said it, she's doing all of that, and then she starts to smile and she kisses him. Toxic behavior. Nicole is toxic. Nicole is toxic. Nicole is used to toxic relationship, and she's bringing all those toxic relationship traits into this new relationship, and instead of literally trying to, you know, change or calm yourself down or be more secure within yourself, she's taking out all these insecurities on Ciaran. Do you know what I'm saying? At this moment, I'm not gonna lie, Ciaran is a victim. He's a victim of Nicole, and he needs to run. Ciaran, run, baby, run. You know what I'm saying? You know how they say, run, Forrest, run? No, run, Ciaran, run, because this girl is cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? She is cuckoo. Do you know what I'm saying? She is cuckoo. And honestly, it's been a while since I've said this when it comes to a boy, but I'm telling you, Ciaran, you deserve better right now. Nicole, I'm sure with a little bit of counseling, therapy, and all that kind of stuff, and healing, I'm sure she'll be a great person to be in a relationship with, hopefully one day. But at this moment in time, it's not it. At this moment in time, a relationship is not for Nicole. At this moment in time, Nicole is too damaged, too broken to be in a relationship, because she will damage / break whoever she ends up in a relationship with. Why? Because of her toxic traits, okay? She's got toxic traits. Now, let's talk about Joey, Jesse, and the Grace situation. Because here it goes, right? Joey was saying, well, I never done anything in Casa, because Joey thought that it was only going to be a Casa display. But no, the Love Island producers took it right back to the start, right? Where he was showing where Joey was going back and forth like he's playing hopscotch between Grace and Jesse, right? And obviously, the girls are finally seeing this for the first time, because he was saying to Grace, you know, you're my priority, you know, it's you. But then he was saying to Jessie something else. And I think it was good for the girls to actually see it. Now, Jessie's trying to say that, well, I said it was done, I pulled the plug. But no, to my recollection, it was Grace that actually said that she was done. Did she mean it? I don't think she did. I think she said it in hopes that he was gonna like say no, 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 no. But he didn't, right? He just kind of just said, okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So I honestly feel like the way Joey was behaving, and then he started to get rude and disrespectful to Grace, I thought that was unnecessary. Just what I'm saying, telling her to shut up. One thing I do not like, when a man tell a woman to shut up, honey. What you know, Bambi? What you know? Because listen, don't ever tell me to shut up, you know? If you want us to have a problem, tell me to shut up. Say it. Do it if you dare. You know what I'm saying? He's being disrespectful, telling Grace to shut up when she's trying to say what she was saying. She allowed him to speak, and then he was like trying to talk over her. At the end of the day, he tried to play the whole game situation. And now Sean just does not know the right time. There's a time and a place for everything. He's going to say, oh, guys, I have a question. What is this question? Oh, Grace, you think you're only friends with Jessie because you want to be with Joey? Choose your timing, bruv. Sometimes Sean just needs to sit quiet and shut him out like this, Sean just needs to, because sometimes Sean just is so unnecessary in the stuff that he says. I just don't know if he just, I don't know what it is. Because there was not the right time. You know what I'm saying? That was not the right time. And obviously, Grace is like saying, nah, we just realized that we have stuff in common. That's what Jessie was saying as well. Because Jessie was like, you know what? Joey has a type. Right? Joey has a type. And Joey's like, but what do you mean by that? And she was like, well, obviously, you know, we've got quite a lot of similarities. And Joey feels like he has the audacity to now try to put down Grace further by saying, no, actually, I know Grace. I think he realized what he was saying as soon as he said that. And then he's like, well, and I know you too. You're not like Grace. What do you mean you're not like Grace? Do you know what I'm saying? What is Grace like? Do you know what I'm saying? He's trying to talk about how I kissed Grace from the get-go, from the start, the first day. You were kissing what's her name from the start too. And then Grace was like, yeah, that's because you said that Samantha was your friend. Which is true. I remember that. He was saying that for him, Samantha, it's been like friendship vibes, and he's been waiting for the right person, someone like Grace, to come into the villa. So yes, I remember that very, very clearly. So I feel like Joey right now, game playing. Joey knows how to play the game. And for me, I just did not like that behavior. I felt like it was disrespectful. It was out of order. I think all the boys all acting up. It's like them lose a screw or something. It's like them lose a screw because he's an Ayo him. Let's talk about Ayo for 2 secs, right? So Ayo, they showed the Ayo situation. And obviously Mimi's like, wow, okay, that's disrespectful. I needed to see this, you know what I'm saying? And then Ayo, again, Ayo, we know you said that you felt the chemistry and you've gone with it and da-da-da-da. You don't need to keep going on and on. This is not Duracell battery, man. Just calm down. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just feel like there's no kind of real empathy with the boys. Like, none of them is showing any empathy towards the girls. Even Jessica had to say, like, Ayo, you know, you're not showing any empathy. Come on, that's not compassionate. Like, you know, fix it. Because these boys, they are literally not showing any form of like empathy, no form of remorse, no nothing. And you know what? For Mimi, I just feel so sorry for Mimi, because we saw when she started to cry again when she looked over and she saw Ayo with Jessica and stuff. Because it's not easy to see somebody that you like. And I think even at that moment when she saw that, her mind was still open towards Ayo. She was still thinking, okay, maybe something could still happen between me and Ayo. I think after now, with the movie night, I think that's completely closed, because she said, you know what, that I just needed to see that because that's done for me. Because at the end of the day, why would you introduce me to an energy that you could not maintain? And that's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that she was able to see those things. I'm glad that all the girls got to see what they got to see. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it gives them like a clear picture. Because when the boys been telling their stories, they're not giving an accurate they're not giving an accurate description of what actually took place. They're trying to butter it up. Like Sean said the other night, there's 3 sides to the story. It's the girl's side, it's their side, and also the truth. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what they've been doing. I'm just fuming. Like, oh my God, I just thought about Will just now. I'm fuming. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know what? at the beginning, when they found out they were going to have the movie night, you could see him and Sean were stressing. And the reason why they were stressing is because they know they've done something wrong, right? But Will, instead of like accepting it, he decided he was going to split the block and not take any accountability and then start some kind of argument with Uma, because at the end of the day, that's what narcissists do. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if they realize that you've caught them out and they can't win an argument, that's what they do. They literally do not take any blame. They shift that blame so fast on you, do you know what I'm saying? And try to belittle you till you feel like nothing, because when they do come back with the love bombing, then they reel you back in. Because why? They've broken you down, taken your confidence away, do you know what I'm saying? And make you feel a little bit less than yourself. So now you're more likely to accept their bullshit the next time they come around with the love bombing. Do you know what I'm saying? Pissed off, guys. I don't think you understand the level of pissed off right now that I'm experiencing, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, let me calm myself down before I give myself high blood pressure. We don't want that. So, Jess, guys. So, obviously, Sean had pulled Matilda, right? And he said to Matilda, well, I got stuff on my mind, right? Because at the end of the day, Jess be telling me that you will get to know people in Casa Amor. Matilda did tell him that she was getting to know somebody in Casa Amor, right? And then he's like, well, obviously, you know, the only reason why stuff didn't go further is because Hugo shot you down. And obviously that pissed off Matilda, because she's like, Hugo did not shut me down. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Matilda decided, okay, I'm going to talk to Jess about this situation. Jess completely downplayed everything. Jess lied. Jess acted like Sean came to her about the whole Hugo situation. She acted like, oh yeah, she just was getting to know people. She completely, do you know what I'm saying, downplayed her role in it, which I just find hilarious, because they actually played that back on the movie night, and Matilda was able to actually see what Jess said. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were able to see bits and bobs of what Jess said about the whole fact when she was trying to get to know Hugo, how Jess was complaining to Nicole. And then when Sean and Jess was having a conversation, what Jess actually told Sean. So Matilda looked over and was like, you know, say you bitch. But I feel like she laughed it off. But realistically, I feel like later on, that's going to cause a little bit of a problem. I feel like Matilda's now going to have it in the back of her head thinking, I can't trust this girl. Which rightly she can't, because at the end of the day, Jess is a little, I don't know. I'm not going to say it. But Jess is, I just want Jess to go. I'm not going to lie, I want Jess to go. Jess gets someone else. Jess gets into everybody's business, right? She gets into everybody's business. She's always trying to sort something. Even the whole back and forth with her and Trey. You know what I'm saying? I was glad that they played what they played about the whole thing with the ick and all that kind of stuff. Because she came over, want to go back and forth with Trey for what? For what? Like, I don't get it. They were going back and forth for what? Because they both actually realized that there was no chemistry. And she was like literally trying to bring him down. So now, what? Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, now that we're on Trey and Ellie made up. And that whole situation got me puzzled. I'm just like, what was this? You know, did they even say much words? It was kind of like, oh, I think we should be friends now. You know, maybe we shouldn't have had that argument. I don't want us to argue. Yeah. And then that's it. And then all of a sudden they're kissing again. I'm just like, child. So am I surprised that they've been dumped from the villa today? No, guys, I'm not. Because at the end of the day, Ellie was getting on everybody's nerves. And she admitted it. She admitted it on the after show, saying that she fancies Ciaran, right? She said she fancies Ciaran and she fancies Trey. But she felt like Trey, she was feeling more of a connection with Trey. But obviously, baby, because Ciaran was not paying you any attention, honey. That's the reason why. But that's why you was kicking up all that fuss to tell Nicole all the stuff that didn't even make any sense, you telling her. You know what I'm saying? Only because you wanted Ciaran and still want Ciaran. So bye, babe. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she went, because she was getting on my nerves. But anyways, guys, so I don't know if they're going to do a double dumping tonight. Because I feel like there's more left. You know, they did something like this before, where they dumped an islander. I think it was 2 series ago. And then they had an immediate dumping after that. You know what I'm saying? When they thought everything was good. So I don't know. Let's see what tomorrow's show brings. But anyways, let's talk about Blade for the moment. So all of the conversation that Blade had, like literally throwing all the boys under the bus, got aired, right? And the boys are obviously not happy, because Ciaran is like, why the hell would you say that I'm charged, blah, blah, blah. I like the fact that Blade stood on business, right? He was just saying, listen, I had to choose, give a reason, and I gave my reason. And Hugo was standing up for him and said, listen, they asked him to choose 3 names and give a reason. And he gave a reason, do you know what I'm saying? And he was saying, literally, my 3 boys, it was between Will, Ciaran, and and Joey, basically, right? And then he was saying, well, I did think about Io, but then I decided on Ciaran in the end. And I was like, me? Why me? And the girls were like, were they wrong? But I'm just thinking, Io, don't be funny, because obviously, you know, if he had chosen you, he would have been right. The fact that he was thinking about you, he was right, because you're the only person that was actually in a proper couple that recoupled. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, don't try to be funny about the whole situation. Don't do that. That's not cute. Don't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, so Joey and Blade went off on it because obviously Joey saw the bit when Blade was saying like Joey's not the smartest tool in the box or something like that, the sharpest tool in the box, right? And he was like, Joey's like, oh, you're trying to say that I'm dumb. You're trying to say that I'm dumb. Joey, yeah. Yeah, Joey, that's what he's trying to say. And Joey's like, at the end of the day, I can be faster than you in everything. And then Blade is like, yeah, yes, mate. Yeah, whatever, mate. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I understand you don't want to hear anyone say that you're dumb, right? But be honest, can we actually blame Blade for that comment? Because the majority of Joey's career, he played dumb Joey, right? That's what he was known for. Whether that was acting or whether he was actually stupid, I don't know. I feel like Joey is a smart guy, but he was milking it to, you know, to make himself a success. And I think it worked. So by the end of the day, that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And Blade is just saying, I'm going by what I see because I don't know you. So can we blame Blade for actually saying that? Because it's what he's seen on TV of Joey. It's what he knows of Joey, because that's the kind of personality that Joey had for the majority of his career. You can't really be blaming him for that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Matilda and Sean clashed because they showed Matilda's conversation with Jake, and they showed the conversation with Hugo. So when Jake was saying stuff like, you know, Sean was punching and she was laughing about it, Sean got really upset and was saying, like, at the end of the day, you could have right there stick up for me. He's got a point. And I thought that within the time that he was said, because just like how when Blade said about what's his name, Joey not being the sharpest tool in the box, and Jesse stood up for him, I feel like Matilda should have stuck up for Sean as well. You know what I'm saying? But instead, she just reveled in the compliment and said, well, that's a nice thing to hear, but not for him, but for me to hear. So I do feel like Sean's feelings is valid within that situation, because at the end of the day, had that been the other way around, he would have not heard the end of it, right? So Matilda and Sean was going back and forth for the whole time, and then Sean brought the whole situation up again, saying, listen, the only reason why you didn't continue to pursue the Hugo situation is because Hugo shut it down. And Matilda was like to Hugo, did you shut it down? Did you shut it down? Da, da, da. And Hugo said, well, I didn't pursue it. And I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because realistically, that's Hugo politely saying he shut it down. Because you not pursuing something, it's kind of you shutting it down, right? So at the end of the day, that was an ouch. That was an ouch situation. But again, I feel like Sean should have just left that bit out, because now he said that out in the open. He's already said it to her before one-to-one. And I felt like sometimes he needs to learn how to phrase his words. You know what I'm saying? How to say things. And now he said that quite openly out. That's a bit embarrassing for Matilda. And I feel like she might not want to stick around with Sean for much longer, to be honest with you. I feel like if a new guy come in, that's Matilda gone, because at the end of the day, she's going to hold this against Sean. The fact that she's not really into him 100% anyways, she's going to hold that against him for later on. I just know it. But for Sean though, I feel like, I don't know. Does Sean actually really, I don't know. I feel like he thinks he really likes Matilda. I think so. I just feel like Sean just needs to know how to word certain things, how to say some things, when to say certain things. I feel like those are the things that Sean needs to really work on, because he's not good at these things. And he will potentially, you know, find somebody good and literally push them away. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially if he handles situation the way that he's been doing with Matilda. Because don't get me wrong, Matilda is no angel in the situation. She's no innocent in the situation. Because at the end of the day, I still hold what I hold on to, and I'm still gonna say it with my chest. I honestly feel like if the Jess situation wasn't there with Hugo, Sean would have been left there on his own. Matilda would have been gone. She can deny all she wants, but I don't care. I don't care, love. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care. But anyway, Sean was shown in 3D doing the most. You know, playing the field, playing the field. He was shown going from Ruby to Diamante, and the whole comment about priority, Diamante being his priority. Matilda was like, you know, at the end of the day, you see, you never said it like that. You never said it like that. To be honest with you, I do believe that Sean was talking about between Ruby and Diamante. I don't think he was including the whole situation with Matilda. To be in his defense, do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he was, but at the same time, it's still shit to hear, but I just feel like Matilda sometimes she's excusing herself from the whole thing as well, and I feel like, you know, there's no... Do you know what? I feel like Matilda is going OTT, but she doesn't actually care. This is my honest opinion. I feel like Matilda doesn't actually care, but Matilda has to go OTT because it's kind of like, oh my God, I need to say something. I need to do something. I don't really care for him, but at the end of the day, he can do what he wants. But, oh my God, I can't believe you did this to me, you bastard. I feel like she has to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like she has to pretend like she's bothered about the whole situation, but I don't think Matilda really cares, because I feel like low-key Matilda also wants to get rid of Sean, and I feel like the next person that comes along, Matilda is gone, she's going to tell Sean to the left, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that Uma tells Will to the left forever, and just find somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I want to know what Grace is going to be feeling about the whole situation. Obviously, Grace knows that Blade did like Uma, because he did say it, but obviously he gravitated more to Grace. But do you guys think that Blade, if Uma was to decide that she's going to be single, Blade will try to get to know her? And would Uma be open? I don't know if Uma... You know what? Uma is such a slow burner. I feel like anybody that comes in right now, it will take her so long to open up to. And that's why I know it really upsets her. And that's why she was crying about the whole thing with Will. Because it's just like watching him doing all these things and watching him how he's like, he's trying to defend his own actions. You know what I mean? His wrongdoing. And while he's doing so, he's been so disrespectful because he's literally just kind of like putting her down in the process, which is so annoying. And it's annoying to watch. And I can't even imagine what she's feeling, because I would have been so pissed if I was Uma. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, honestly. But comment down below, let me know what you think about the events of the film night, because the movie night, because at the end of the day, like I said, it was explosive in some parts. It made me laugh because I'm just like, these boys really ain't ish. These boys really ain't ish. I just want the girls to just, you know, just dump them all. Do you know what? If Uma decide to take Will, if Uma decide to stick with Will, and they get to the end and they were to win, I would want her to steal the money. That's the only reason I would want Uma to go back to Will, because she could steal the money if they won. That would be the only reason. I don't think they're going to be the people that win. I feel like it's going to be annoying Nicole and Ciaran that wins the Love Island, to be honest with you. I feel like people will vote because of Ciaran, not because of Nicole. If they don't win, it's because of Nicole, because Nicole is just possessive. Nicole is too much. Nicole is annoying. I swear to you, I'm telling you, I would not want Nicole to be with my son, brother, friend, or my enemy. Because, and it's not that I think Nicole is a bad person. I don't think she is. I think that Nicole is very troubled. And at the end of the day, when you're this troubled, you become trouble for everybody else. And I feel like I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody. I feel like she really needs therapy, and think she needs to heal before she consider going into any form of relationship. I mean, it's so sad that she is the way that she is right now, because obviously that caused from some kind of trauma or some toxic relationship that she's experienced. And we've all at some point been through it. You know, I went through a whole part where my heart was shattered in pieces, and it took me years to get over this person. But during the years, I had to realize that I couldn't like be in a relationship because I wasn't healthy for the other person, because I did try a few relationships. I tried dating, I should say, and I tried and I entered into a relationship, and I realized that, you know, I wasn't being the healthy person in the relationship, and I needed to walk away, and I ended that relationship. And I'm glad that I did, because I ended it in a way where we could have maintained a friendship. And it wasn't because of that person that I ended the relationship, it was because of me, because I was still broken. I was still damaged from what I experienced, the trauma that I experienced, and I was now putting this person in a situation to actually experience that trauma with me, and putting off all of my toxic energy on my hurt that I didn't actually heal from onto this other person. But I'm so self-aware, I was able to see this and pull myself away from the situation and not cause that trauma to affect the other person anymore. And this is what Nicole needs to do. She needs to take some time to herself. She needs to realize that she is really hurt. She needs time to heal, and just take some time to love herself, appreciate herself, because at the end of the day, she will never really be able to feel safe in a relationship. She'll never be able to trust fully in a relationship or love properly in a relationship until she actually starts to love herself and trust herself. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what she needs to be able to do. But anyways, guys, comment down below, let me know what you think of tonight's episode. Like I said, it was okay. It was good in some bits, explosive in some bits. I think it just got me really annoyed with the whole Will situation. I hate him. More than likely, I'm going to put him on my thumbnail. I'm going to say something very like, I want to smack him. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be nice. No, you're not. But at the end of the day, that's how I feel. I just do not like him right now. I think he's the person that pissed me off the most in tonight's episode. And Uma, you deserve better. Mimi, you deserve better. And damn it, Ciaran, you deserve better too, babe. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, guys, I don't remember if I said this to you guys in the beginning of the video, but if you are this far in the video and you haven't yet thumbs up the video, please go ahead and thumbs up the video. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in tomorrow's episode. But for now, keep it sassy-licious.